My name is Josh Downs. I'm one of the founders of Lost Boys Club Barbershops and Lost Boys Club Foundation. The shops and the foundation helps encourage men who are struggling with mental health to talk openly about their problems. Basically, with the charity, we plan on going around sort of sports clubs, small businesses, supplying sort of people who work within these businesses or clubs with sufficient training to be able to spot signs of boys, men struggling with problems. My mental health started for me at the age of 11. I was going into my first year in high school. First of all, I started off with sort of I was a bit depressed. I didn't really know what it was, didn't pay much attention to it, just generally weren't happy within myself. After a couple of months then, I started self-harming. For me, I didn't really know why I was doing it. It was just sort of, I don't know, a way of, it made me feel better in a way. Just doing it to myself just helped me. So it was like a release. So basically I'd just be punching myself in the face. Like I said, it was just a release, but nobody actually knew what was going on with it. I spent months back and forth with the doctors, literally didn't have a clue what was going on. They didn't. Neither did any family or anything like that. And so in the end, they actually put it down to an anxiety as to why my face was swelling. I think if a couple of years ago, even if I went to the doctors then and got offered counselling and medication, I don't think it would have had the, I wouldn't have come out of it as well as I did recently. I think when the last time I went to the doctors, in my mind I was ready, like I was done with it, I wanted to be over with it. I think times are changing now, and obviously with the shops I do realise that there's a difference between the younger boys coming up now are a lot more open with their mental health. So they'll come in and it's surprising the things they tell you. But when, say, sort of an older guy comes in and tells us something about what he's been through, to him it's much more of a big deal. It's like he sort of turns around and he thanks us for, listening to him and stuff like that. But to the sort of the younger generation, it's just, I actually think they talk about it amongst themselves now anyway. We plan to make the charity more of a brand and actually, get into the places sort of where the more younger generation are going, between like 18 to maybe 26, something like that. So we plan on putting on a rave where obviously a lot of these people are going anyway, and be associated with that. And once we sort of get into it, then start putting out our sort of beliefs and offering help to people in the raves. Like what we do plan on going down the route of now is the sort of come downs and the effect that's having with like suicides and stuff like that. Again, just through boys coming in telling us their stories about what they're doing on the weekend, how much drugs they're doing and how they're feeling the day after. I think that really needs to be looked at.